Hi guys, I'm Dr. Megan, sport and performance psychologist. For any of you athletes out there that you're having a hard time getting motivated to train during this time, maybe your seasons were canceled, or maybe there's just these big unknowns as to when can the team practice again, or when can I get back to training or competing, like there's nothing on the calendar here. So it can be kind of tough to get that motivation to go out there and to train and work out and keep up what you were doing. So I wanted to give you a couple tips to maybe help you during this time. The first is, if there's a way to connect with your team virtually, do it. Maybe you can't do it for like a full workout or a full practice, but at least in the warm-ups, coordinate that together, whether it's over FaceTime or Zoom or some other method. But you guys as a team can still connect, go through a warm-up together or stretches or maybe even a cool down, whatever that might be. Organize it, get it together, be able to check in with those teammates. It's so motivating just getting to talk and hear and listen and just even connect with your team. Also nice to hear what other people are doing. That might kind of spark some motivation in you as well. So look for those opportunities and try to initiate those opportunities to get together and virtually do some type of training or working out or stretching with your teammates to keep that circle flowing. The second is to develop some type of consistency or structure in your day. I'm not saying, label each hour and go by that, but if you like being that detailed about it, awesome. If you're not really that detailed, that's awesome too. But create some type of flow of, I generally get up around this time and then I eat breakfast and then I maybe do some work and then I eat lunch and then after lunch, that's when I do my workout and then I finish up my school later, or whatever that flow is for you. Maybe you like getting up and then working out and then having lunch and then doing work. Fortunately, we have that flexibility to really make whatever that flow is, ideally for yourself, but keep it consistent. So then all right, well, every day after lunch, that's my time to train. I've already blocked it off. That's part of my flow during the day. Might happen at noon, might happen at 1, but after lunch, that's when I train. So it just is helpful in giving you some of that structure or flow to the day and where those workouts and practices may fit in. The next is to define, speaking of practice, what exactly is practice right now? You can kind of just go out there and it's like, okay, I just was out here for an hour and a half. Is that good? Is that enough? I did these things. Well, go into it intentionally. If you want to practice for an hour and a half, okay, practice for an hour and a half. If you want to get through a certain list of workouts or drills, awesome, make it up. Have it, or maybe your coaches are sending something out for you right now. But whatever it is, go in intentionally knowing, okay, this is the length of time I'm practicing, or this is the drills and the things I want to accomplish, so that when that time frame is over, or when you're done completing whatever that list was, you now know, okay, I'm officially done with practice. I have done what I intended to do today. I can intentionally leave this. I can feel productive because I did what I came in doing. Rather than, I've had some athletes who they're getting some feedback from parents of just practice for however long, get extra practice, do all this. And they're like, I don't want to practice for 8 hours a day. That's overwhelming. And you totally do not have to practice for 8 hours a day or do stuff like that. If you want to practice more, awesome. But at least go into it defining what that practice looks like, whether it's a time frame or what you want to accomplish, so okay, I did it, I was able to accomplish it, I can check that box off the list. If I want to do more, great, but otherwise I completed my practice for today. So create those boundaries and definitions for yourself. And finally is to create a goal for yourself right now. It could be in something very physically related to your sport, like increasing your foul shot percentage or getting to a certain velocity pitch-wise, or maybe it's, I want to, out of 7 days out of the week, I want to work out and train 5 days out of the week. Or I'm going to make this goal that, okay, I can run this many miles in a row without stopping. I want to maybe quicken the pace a little bit or add on 2 more miles and work up to that, or work up to doing an X amount of push-ups or pull-ups. So set some goals for yourself so that, yes, although you're not competing and it's a total bummer and it's tough to not do that, but at least you're able to set some goals up, be striving for something, track your progress, and be working towards something, even if that something isn't actively competing on the field right now. So I hope these tips are helpful in you guys getting some motivation to continue training during this time, and just further tips to help us all get through this and for you guys to unlock that MVP mindset for those future MVP performances. Have a great afternoon. I look forward to checking with you guys soon.